Openly Peter.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Sandbox.
Hello. Welcome.
This
to
is
the
the
most,
Open Beta podcast.
the most exciting episode of Sandbox to date.
So, as you can see,
oh,
in a minute, we've got a bit of an audience today. So we're celebrating a year of Open Beta.
play the music. Yay! So it's been 1 year of Openly Beta. Who would have thought it, Jamie?
Who'd have thought? So we've invited all our friends over
Yeah.
to come and celebrate with us.
It's the official Openly Beta anniversary party.
We've got quite a special little event lined up. I don't know when do you want to get straight into it?
Straight into the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right. So especially for all of our subscribers here behind us, which that amount of people probably is how many subscribers we have currently.
yes,
Yeah. I'm gonna jump right into it.
we've basically asked our Patreon some questions, and as you know, you were all quite loyal fans. You delivered.
Oh,
So
we got some
Jack's-
great questions from
Jack's
you all
seen-
here today.
Jack's seen some of the questions already, but I'm completely blind on this, so
Yeah.
we're just going to answer them honestly, and we really appreciate your continued support through Patreon. Obviously, this particular backers tier was on the
This is
$1,000 a month.
It was only $250 a month.
Oh,
$1,000 they get a dinner with Openly Beta.
we haven't actually arranged that yet, but
No.
those of you who are on that tier, don't worry. There will be dinner.
It's all a scam.
Chicken dinner, I believe. Well, we arranged.
Yeah. Right. So do you want to get right into the questions?
Yeah.
Right. So first of all, we've got Kurt from Essex.
Hi, Kurt.
Hi, Kurt.
Thank you for your backing.
He says, what are your thoughts on Robert Downey Jr. re-entering the MCU?
That's a good one.
I assume you've heard about this.
Yeah.
So in the upcoming Black Widow solo movie,
He's going to return.
he's going to return. Do you think it's emotional manipulation?
Yes.
Fair.
I believe that
It's cheating.
it is cheating. It's definitely cheating.
I'm
Because
going to
they-
boycott Disney films forever now.
They got rid of him, and then he's returned. Like, all right, we get it.
It's a bit immediate, and I am worried about. I am not worried. I am wondering how big a role he's going to play.
It's so bright.
Yeah, it's quite funny that the sunglasses are genuinely necessary. You probably can't see this side of my face because it's pure white, which actually isn't due to sunlight. That's just my actual skin tone.
Yeah, I'm not really hyped about the Black Widow movie at all. But prove me wrong, Disney.
I'm pretty hyped to see more of Black Widow. I think she's a great character.
They both died.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good point. She's also returning to the MCU. She was always getting her own solo movie set in the past, so that's to be expected.
I'm not.
It doesn't bother me massively. I think as long as they don't keep bringing him back, as long as it's this one kind of
Yeah,
set
it's
in
like
the past movie. It's not like they're bringing him back to
They do
life.
like a whole series of movies of Captain America's like life in the alternate timeline.
It goes back to like, I don't know, the 50s again. Like, oh, I'm going to start living my life again. It's like, oh, everyone's racist and sexist and homophobic. I can't Google
It's called
anything.
Captain America preschool. It's like he goes back in time and he gets a bit confused and he thinks because he's gone back in time he has to like go back to school and stuff, even though he's definitely a full-grown man. And there's just this film of him like,
I mean, that could
joining
have
the kids.
happened. Remember Ant-Man kept turning old and young again when he went back in time? Kept going out of the time
yeah,
machine.
that was pretty funny.
There you go. A new ultimate
Thank
movie.
you, Kurt from Essex.
Thank you for that question. We've got a question from Colette from Suffolk.
Hello, Colette from Suffolk.
She says, who would win in a fight, Roy or Stan?
So, I'm assuming you're referring to the animal and not the deceased, beloved creator of Marvel Comics. And
I thought you were going to say, I assume you're referring to the animal and not the beloved Cooper Kid.
the beloved Cooper Kid.
I thought you were referring to Roy.
Stan.
Roy.
Oh right. oh, my bad.
So for those of you who aren't aware, which is no one, Jamie has a cat called Roy and I have a tortoise called Stan. And they've previously appeared in Openly Beta videos.
Yeah, I think 90% of the audience are gonna get that one already.
I think 90% of the audience is our parents. I think Stan would absolutely crush Roy in a fight because Stan has an impenetrable shell.
I think Roy would crush Stan in a war of attrition. He'd sit by Stan, who's all huddled up in his shell. And
Stan's a girl.
Every time Stan... I know, it's just quite hard to say and remember.
Don't assume Stan's
Every time
gender.
Stan goes to get like the little bit of lettuce, because, you know, she's like incredibly slow,
Yeah.
Roy will just eat that. And then eventually she'll just like wither up and die in her shell.
Oh, you know, tortoise
And then it will like start to stink and
is going to last like 3 years without food.
and then she'll like turn into sludge and you'll have to like pour her down the drain.
Right, here's what's going to happen there, Jamie.
And Roy was just gonna like...
Stan's going to just not eat for 3 years and survive because she can do that. Roy's going to run out of lettuce. Roy's going to get too greedy. Roy's going to get fat. And then Roy's going to just have a heart attack and die.
I would be...
Meanwhile,
I'd be stunned
Stan...
if Roy got fat on the meager amounts of lettuce that...
Oh, we feed Stan a lot. Stan is going to gather troops at Roy's border. And then Roy's going to say... A likely story after Stan says the troops are just passing through.
The Roy border hasn't been penetrated for years! Eons! What makes you think that it can be penetrated now?
But Jamie, I'm just glad that we both agreed that Stan would absolutely destroy Roy in any circumstance.
No, we don't agree. Next question, please.
Next question,
Colette from
please.
Suffolk.
Roy from... Roy? That was just a genuine misreading. I'm just obsessed with Roy. Rob from Essex would like to ask, which of you is more likely to get involved in being a heroin mule?
Jack.
I don't know, because you're a taller person. So we can fit more illegal...
I'm easy to spot.
We can fit more illegal contraband inside you.
The number of times I've been stopped at security for being too tall, and they've said, I bet you're stuffed
They said no man is this
To the-
tall
to the
unless
teeth.
he is enhanced.
with... That is enhanced. With drugs.
Bags and
with
bags.
heroin stuffed in his shirt.
But here's what happens though. The bags break and you absorb it like the film Lucy. And then you start using 99% of your brain. Do you remember the line in that movie where Morgan Freeman's like, her brain is processing information at hundreds of bits a second, or something like that? It's like, oh, she's brain dead. Man, Scarlett Johansson was in some amazing films this decade. That was not one of them.
So, to answer your question, I think Jack would be the best. What would happen is, it's quite simple really.
Yeah, hit me.
What you don't see under here
Oh, that's
is
true.
it's actually a wormhole,
Yeah.
and it's nestled in the chaos.
The wormhole links directly to the curly dimension.
Yeah. God
Yeah.
bless the code dimension. Let's not talk too much about this.
Yeah, we'll get you upset.
Many a massacre.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we're,
Bob.
we're ruining we're ruining the feel of the party here.
Pretty excited.
Sorry,
Can you
guys.
actually be quiet?
Guys, yeah, they're being a
They're
bit
being
loud.
a bit loud,
They're being
guys.
a bit loud. Sorry,
Let's
everyone.
just-
You can barely hear us.
Apologise for that.
Right, next question. So we've got Ollie from Suffolk, I think.
Hello, Ollie from Suffolk.
He says, who's more likely to read this question out? I reckon it's me. I reckon I'm more likely.
Likelihood probably higher to be me, because I usually host the podcast, but now you've taken the reins.
Oh, that's quite interesting, and that really leads us into a big conversation about what is hosting as a concept.
Call it a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Call it a conspiracy.
I'm gonna move right on.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause
Thank
I'm
you,
kind
Ollie
of
from
bored of that
Suffolk.
now. Kurt from Essex.
Is this the same cut from before or a different one?
What answer's funnier?
Different one.
Okay, it's a different one.
Okay.
He says, no time watcher, first time caller. Who out of you two has the hotter girlfriend?
That'd be me.
Oh, see, I disagree.
Unfortunately, you're under the roof that I own, next door to the person in question.
You don't actually own the roof, though.
They haven't actually
The landlord owns the roof.
got anything to stand on here.
Yeah, I mean, the real answer is neither of us have girlfriends,
I don't even...
because we are openly
I
beta.
haven't even seen Jack's girlfriend before.
I've
Like,
never seen a girl before.
Did you just hear that? This guy doesn't... Sorry, girls. This guy hasn't even seen a girl before.
Oh, is that what they are?
Can we just... Yeah. Can we just move to the next question now? This is
Next question.
This is making me feel uncomfortable.
Next question. We've got, I've lost it. We've got Rob from Essex.
Is it the same one from before or a different one?
Oh, that's funny.
Same one.
Same one. He says, what are your feelings about ISO standard 3103?
ISO standard 3103.
Yeah, right. Now here's what I think.
The trade conflict with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have agreed with Rob.
Yeah.
But 15.
Rob didn't state an opinion. He asked a question.
I'm reading between the lines.
He's clearly in favour of ISO standard 101. What one was it?
I think he is.
3103. But here's the thing, though.
On the one hand, the risk action required is negligible.
For the record, I have actually known what I'm talking about the entire time because I googled it a while ago.
For the record, most people know about this, so you're not exactly special. It's about a standard of how to make a cup of tea.
Damn it. Why were you saying random stuff about Saudi Arabia? Moving on to a more fun question. What's your favourite international paper size? This one's coming at us from Rob from Essex.
Thank you, Rob from Essex. Is the same one or a different one?
It's the same one.
Thank you again. Yeah, he must be on the three grand.
350. 3 grand.
3 grand.
Allows to ask more than 2 questions. Jamie, I'm going to be boring. I'm going to say A4.
I'm gonna say I think A3 is pretty funny because it's very useless. It's far too small to be an actual poster, and it's far too big to be anything that you want to use ever.
Do you mean A5? A5 is smaller than A4.
No, A3.
You mean bigger than A4?
No, I meant it's far too small to be used as a poster.
A3?
Yeah, it's like that big. It's like tiny. Like, you wouldn't put that on a wall anyway, you wouldn't be able to see it.
You might do.
No, you wouldn't. Any poster you see outside, it's like A0.
Yeah, but if it's in your bedroom,
it'd be tiny.
just a couple little poster.
It looks crap. You want like A1 or A0, otherwise what's the point?
What about A2? You haven't mentioned A2 yet.
A2, it has its uses in a bedroom, I'd say, but it's still kind of a bit poxy, but it's not too bad. I don't mind A2. A3 is kind of like...
A3 you really don't like.
A3, no, I'll tell you what A3 is.
A3 is what you get in primary school.
A3 is to fill the blanks between A4 and A2.
What blanks are those?
So, let's say you're... It's all bureaucracy. And frankly, after this whole conversation with ISO standards, I'm a little bit upset that you don't understand the trade laws that have currently been put in place and the embargoes on Saudi Arabia. So I don't really want to get into it.
Final question, Jamie.
Yeah.
It comes at us from Colette from Suffolk.
Okay.
And she has this to ask. Is it ever okay to put cream in a traditional carbonara?
No! That's not traditional at that point. It's just egg.
That's a good answer.
Keep it
Thank you
simple.
for those questions. We'll see you again next year for another Q&A session with Openly Beta.
In the meantime, make sure your DDR4 is good. This video was sponsored by Vengeance LPX.
They're gonna sue us.
How dare you!
We don't want people to think we associate with your crummy selves.
We don't actually associate ourselves with any particular RAM.
Other Vengeance DDR4s are available.
Made in Taiwan.
So Jamie, let's discuss what beers we're drinking on this fine Sunday morning.
So today we are sipping on
Water.
scummy old water.
You know what? I think we should say it because we don't say it enough. Drink your water.
Oh,
No, we say that a lot.
Drink your water.
Hydro homies, drink your water. So, Jamie, the Q&A is over now.
How long was that?
It's over to the meat. What's the time, like 10 a.m?
It's 10 to 10.
Sweet.
This is a pretty early podcast for you all.
Yeah.
I think
It's the earliest podcast
actually
ever.
you owe us a subscribe if you've gotten this far. Don't you think?
They definitely haven't.
No, there is. The Q&A was over. Like our friends, our Patreon.
Our Patreon subscribers.
Who asked all the questions. We
Yeah.
looked at it like, yeah. And then when we said this is over, like off.
Yeah.
I bet they didn't even subscribe, and they'll never know that I hadn't said that to them. They'll never
Yeah,
know.
they're probably very upset. It's probably a good thing that they will never know.
So we can talk about anything now. It's just us.
Anything we want. No, it's just you and me. So
And
Jamie,
the guys.
And the guys, there they are. Right, so tell me, Jamie, what has been your favourite part of the last year of Openly Beta?
My favourite part of Opening Beta has been doing the podcasts, which we haven't done for ages.
Oh, you're just saying that because podcast is here
No, I
recording us.
love doing the podcasts.
Oh, fair enough.
And I like making all the videos. The highlights of Opening Beta are the occasional times when we receive a game that's actually not been released yet.
Yeah, that's always fun.
And
especially when the games are good and fun.
yeah,
Which most of them have been.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when you get like little robots sent to you.
Yeah. Pitfall Planet is a great game that we need to play more of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
My favourite part has been when we record videos together and we play a fun old game. Probably the horror games we play. Because I think the jump scares are always genuinely funny.
Also, you hate them.
Oh, I hate them. This is the sacrifice I make. I absolutely despise them, but it's always fun. Like in our nice Little Nightmares video,
Yeah, I'd quite like
There
to
was-
carry on that series as well.
there was a lot of fun moments.
That was really, really fun.
We should definitely carry on that
Yeah,
series.
Little Nightmares is really fun and stuff, but it's not that scary at all. In fact, it's not scary in the slightest. I mean, there's like a couple of bits that are scary, I guess.
Are you messing with me?
No.
I think you're messing with
There
me.
was like a couple of bits where we were like, but then,
If you watch that back, Jamie.
compared to Five Nights at Freddy's,
Oh yeah, that's
which is like unbelievably scary.
that's a lot more scary. But it's kind of hard to compare like a 2.5D platformer to an immersive VR experience where you're being hunted down by horrifying animatronics. I mean, when you get to those moments in Little Nightmares, those tense moments, we looked very afraid.
I know.
Because we were.
Yeah.
Like the big janitor guy grabbing you.
Yeah, that was pretty creepy actually.
Yeah.
I want to know what that is. And there's a second one.
Yeah. Man, that took me by surprise. And you know what other sequel took me by surprise? Kerbal Space Program 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's all very exciting stuff.
What games are you buying this year? As in, still. Like, what's the next game that you're going to get this year?
The next game, I have no idea. In terms of a big game, I mean the next game will just be some random indie game
Well,
I'd
sure.
find somewhere.
Sure.
Untitled Goose Game.
I'm talking.
I'm definitely going to get that. That looks really great.
I don't know. I haven't actually watched any sustained length of gameplay,
No.
so I don't know what it's all about.
Voice
Really.
crack. No.
No.
No. No, I'm gonna just, yeah, I just keep seeing like little gifs of stuff you can do in the game on
Yeah.
Reddit and it looks like a lot of fun. Animal Crossing I'm still very excited for. I don't
That's
even
next
share
year.
my enthusiasm for that. Is that next year? Luigi's Mansion 3 is this year.
That is.
I'm probably gonna get that. I think that looks good. I think that looks like a massive step up.
I'm coming around to the idea of Animal Crossing
Yeah?
purely for one reason.
Tell me.
It seems like, if I've understood the wording, you can create a hub that can be shared by all the users on your Switch.
Okay.
As in, you can create a world that is
Yeah.
shared by the users on your Switch.
Yeah.
I quite like the idea of like me and my girlfriend like sharing the same world and like having our own little things on it. I don't like the idea of playing it on my own at all.
Fair.
But I'm not really.
Yeah, I mean it's
interested in
definitely benefit from multiplayer aspects.
that.
But I just kind of always enjoy Animal Crossing.
You obviously missed out on quite a
awesome time it
quite a
is.
significant game, which is quite telling that you've forgotten about it.
What, this year?
Yeah.
Death Stranding.
No, well, you mean
Death-
you're going to get that.
Death Stranding is actually probably my biggest one, and I'm kind of surprised I did forget that.
Yeah, there's another one as well, which you're forgetting.
On Switch?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Pokemon.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, what am I going to get? Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield?
You're getting Sword.
Because
You
we
get
were like,
fetched.
oh, you've got to get Sword and I've got to get Shield because of Red and Blue.
Yeah.
And then we were like, why don't we just get the ones we want to get?
Yeah, it's because we wanted the opposite one, so shall we
Because
just...
Sword is blue and Shield is red.
Yeah.
And I remember being upset, like... But Sword's like an aggressive weapon. Why wouldn't they make Sword
Yeah,
red and then
yeah.
the Shield blue?
You know what's upsetting me?
What?
They've had so many... They've had Pokemon Red and Blue, they've had X and Y, which has been Red and Blue, and they've had Sword and Shield, which has been Red and Blue.
Yeah.
It's not really upsetting, they've just done it a lot.
Yeah, I don't see why that'd be upsetting. I'm a bit confused, to be honest.
It's not upsetting, it's just...
What, you want more colours?
They always call back to the first gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sir Fetch looks really funny.
Surf.
Have you seen all the memes? Like, he's being attached to a Lowland Executor's neck.
I haven't seen many memes of Surf
I've
Edge.
seen quite a few. So,
Oh,
yeah, like,
mate, I
he's
should
got this
look.
leek sword.
Yeah.
Or lance, really.
Yeah.
Like, people like replaced the lance with a Lowland Executor. So
That's pretty
it looks
funny.
really funny.
We were complaining not long ago about Pokemon like Farfetch'd, where part of the Pokemon is like not part of the Pokemon. Like every single Farfetch'd has a leak.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because it's a natural thing that they can pick up, and you can kind of believe, like, humans would want to use certain tools.
Yeah.
Maybe a duck might want to find a leak. What I don't like is when they have like a belt, which is like exclusively, like, not.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh,
Like-
Machoke go like rummage around in bins to find old wrestling belts.
Yeah.
They just
All have the same belt. There's a company mass producing them and just sell it to Machoke.
That's an issue.
So
But
you heard it here
leak-
first,
leak.
everyone. Jamie wants all his Machokes to be completely naked. No, but I don't think even that works, because that's like if every human constantly carried a hammer around.
No, it's not, because hammers don't grow.
Yeah, but you compare it to tools. If all humans consistently carried around like a stick, like a natural stick, and they used it as a
Did
tool.
we not used to?
Not always. Not like
I was saying that. I mean, no one's saying that Farfetch has to always hold the league.
he always does. Have you ever seen a Farfetch without their leak, Jamie?
Have you ever seen how poor the animation is in Pokemon games? Of course, he's always. I mean, up until recently, it was just a static image. So yes, he's going to be holding the league.
They could have just not had him holding the leak though. They could have just put it in the
So
Pokédex.
it's
They like
just,
to
so
leave.
it's a duck.
Yeah.
It's literally a duck
I just want a duck.
and nothing else.
There is nothing far-fetched about that duck.
Have you seen the new Pokemon, which is blue, and it's like a bird,
No?
and it's like it's a bird, like it's just straight up.
It's a photorealistic bird. Like it's just an image of a
I kind of
bird.
want to show you.
Go on then.
And
Everyone's gonna see everything on your computer.
no, don't look. Cramorant, that's what it's called. It's called Cramorant.
Cramorant.
And its ability is that when it uses dive or surf, it catches a fish in its mouth, which the fish doesn't look like any other Pokemon. It looks like a fish.
That's really
And then
weird.
it spits the fish out and does damage to the opponent.
It looks like a dodo. Is that what they were going for?
It looks like a dodo and a. It kind of looks like a dodo, yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty bizarre right there.
Oh no.
Back to the party.
Sorry guys. Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah, pretty weird dodo Pokemon. You ever watch the Pokemon anime?
Yeah.
There's occasionally just like a real like insect in there. Like there's a bit at the beginning where a Pidgey's eating like a worm, but like a
Yes.
real worm.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And it's like,
It makes.
oh, so there's worms.
They. Sorry, what's on my throat?
Yeah, it's a bit disgusting. Have some water.
Multiple times in Pokemon. No, I don't want that. They refer to meat and animals and stuff as separate creatures to Pokemon,
Mm.
which I'm fine with, because Pokemon are obviously exceptional creatures that have special, extraordinary abilities.
Yeah.
But they never actually show
The other animal.
the other animals.
Mm.
But you in Sword and Shield, for example,
Mm.
did you see the curry dex?
No?
There's now a curry dex.
So you can make curry.
You can make lots of curries, like 100, and there's a curry dex to keep track of what curries you
Isn't
make.
Sword and Shield like set in the British region?
Yeah.
What could be more British than curry?
Yeah, it's brilliant though. And you have tea parties, and there's actually added a Pokemon called Poltergeist, and it's a ghost that exists in a teapot.
Yeah, I think I just saw that on
Yeah.
the Google image search. Yeah. It's pretty great stuff.
Anyway, moving on from Pokemon.
I don't really want to.
Alright. So, anyway, back to Pokemon.
I did have one more thing to say, but now I can't remember what it was.
Oh, apologies.
But it was going to be something regarding Pokemon. I was going to say, imagine if there were real animals in the Pokemon world. How would they differentiate between a normal, non-magical animal and an all-powerful Pokemon?
Because you'd probably be dead before you even got to look at them. Like, have you seen how powerful they are?
I've discovered a new species, a Labrador. Everyone's just like what?
That's Labradoom. You idiot.
Literally, I'm like, oh, can we go and touch that animal, or is it going to kill me? Is it going to shoot lightning from his mouth?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like some of them are clearly Pokemon.
Oh no,
like,
it's just a dog.
Oh, it's a gigantic floating anchor. Like,
But you say
that's
that.
a Pokemon.
Say that's clearly a Pokemon, but they don't know. They live in the world where there's just Pokemon everywhere. They don't know what normal animals look like in comparison.
True. That's quite a profound statement.
Man, it really makes you think. Moving on from Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know what other piece of medium I think we should talk about?
What's that?
A specific YouTube series called Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Oh, where did that go?
Pretty sure that was supposed to be out Halloween last year. I'm worried it's never coming. They released a trailer last year for what looked like a really high budget series.
That was high budget. They're not just going to not release it. That'd be crazy.
They might do.
No,
Maybe something's gone horribly wrong.
no, I don't believe that.
I'm very intrigued by where it is.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else we can say to that. They've been so radio silent that they look really sick.
Look out for Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And bug the creators till we get something. Oh, jeez. Other things I'm looking forward to. Quick, keep it down, no throwing stuff.
Don't spill anything.
Mr. Robot Season 4.
Mr. Robot Season 4 is coming out.
We haven't talked about Mr. Robot before.
We have.
What, on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, fair. Moving on. I was just gonna say,
You can carry on.
like, yeah, that's one of our favourite shows.
Yeah, Mr. Rebel's so good.
And I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
My favourite episode of most TV I've ever seen was the episode where I think there's a bomb in the building and they've got to go in, break in and defuse it, and there's the protest happening outside, and it's like Elliot and Angela, and it's all done to look like one shot, and it keeps like panning up the building and coming back down.
Incredible.
Can we rewatch that after this?
No, I haven't watched it any time. But
so good.
that is absolutely incredible.
And then the Dark Army break in, pretending to be protesters, and just start attacking everyone.
Yep.
That is some of the greatest TV I've ever seen.
Yep, same.
That's such a good episode.
That was an unbelievable episode.
From beginning to end.
It's hard to talk about Mr. Robot Season 3 without completely spoiling Seasons 1 and 2, considering how...
Yeah, there are probably some spoilers in what I just said.
Like, Season 3 is by far the most straightforward
yeah, there's not
of the
big
bunch so far. I think
a big season altering twist.
Season
like
4 will be the same, which is fine.
Yeah.
I was surprised they did the whole altering twist in Season 2.
Yeah.
I was surprised they managed to pull it off a second time.
And they pulled it off really well, and when you watch it back, really obviously.
Oh, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really frustrating. You
go back, you're like, oh, this
it's
is obviously what was
just
happening the whole time.
Elliot's being really weird as usual.
Yeah.
Because why would he be talking to this random character we've never met
Yeah,
before?
you don't question
every
this
single
weird
episode?
reality he now
Yeah.
lives in. Yeah, it's really, really good. I'd recommend Mr. Robot. There's a lot of good films coming out that I'm very excited for as well.
Like The Great Wall 2.
Oh, The Great Wall 2. That was on last night, wasn't it? The Great Wall.
Yeah.
That looked like a very bizarre film.
Yeah.
I remember hearing nothing about that, even though what I think was quite a big market, and that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what you're looking
Oh,
for.
boring you.
Not at all. I'm just really tired.
The Lighthouse, starring
Oh,
Willem
was it
Dafoe
Lighthouse?
and Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Joker is supposed to be a good one.
Apparently, I don't know. I've never heard of the character before.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit niche, but you know. Another one I'm really looking forward to. What?
Can I just jump off a Joker quickly?
Jump off Joker.
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. Have you seen the poster?
Yeah.
Did you think it looks awful?
Yeah.
Did you think it looked like a bad Photoshop?
Yeah.
And they'd clearly reframed the entire thing so they could fit her neck tattoo in that said, what did it say?
Oh god, I don't know.
Something edgy and Hot Topic.
I think
And so her eyeline doesn't match where the Birds of Prey are because of that.
I don't actually understand why they are continuing her character. Why is Margot Robbie still Harley Quinn?
What do you mean? Why are they continuing the series at all?
I thought DCU was dead.
It's not completely dead, I don't think.
But how can they have it half dead? Imagine if Marvel, like, no seriously.
They just carried on like
imagine if
Guardians of the
Marvel-
Galaxy but nothing else.
Imagine if Marvel kept on going with the MCU
Yeah.
whilst releasing like Iron Man, and it was completely different, like Iron Man standalone,
Yeah.
and then like there was like a Thor standalone movie. Like, you can't do that because the Joker exists in the Suicide Squad universe.
I'm not too opposed to that.
I am completely opposed to it.
I think if you're going to make a film that's if it's completely different and completely standalone, and it's clearly an alternate reality that doesn't exist in this universe, this reality, I think why not? Because like we get like...
Just ditch this DCU. Like,
You know, it's like how you have Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse at the same time as the MCU Spider-Man films.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that woman who the Joker kisses in that trailer is Harley Quinn?
I have no idea. I can't remember what you're referring to.
I'm pretty sure the Joker in the Joker trailer kisses a woman, and like it's not like a creepy thing. It's like they seem to be together. Do you reckon that could be that universe's equivalent to Harley Quinn, as in the same way as Robin was in Christopher Nolan's Batman?
Maybe.
Not in an in your face way, but in like they have
A
the
more
same
subtle
name,
way, yeah.
and it kind of makes sense, sort of thing.
Could be. I don't really see him going anywhere near Harley Quinn in this Joker film.
I can see them.
Doing it in a realistic, subtle way.
I can see him having a relationship with someone, and then they name drop her,
Like right at the end.
and that's it.
Yeah, like at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming.
Which was
It's like, oh, just call me MJ.
that was good though.
Yeah, I like that.
And well, the best one for me was Robin at the end of Batman,
Yeah.
because that was just like
Didn't they?
they
Wasn't his-
used to call me Robin, and everyone in the cinema clapped. And the one I was
Really?
in, it was
That's
absolutely
really funny.
rammed in the cinema.
Yeah.
and everyone just burst out into applause when he said that.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I've only ever experienced applause during one movie I've been to at the cinema. You don't get that as much in England as you do in the US.
No,
Very,
no.
very rare that anyone makes any noise in the cinema, and if they do, they get abused by everyone else until they leave. One time I know these two kids making a noise. I think the film was Monsters or something. Really weird film about
Right.
people in Mexico and there's
I've
aliens
seen
or something.
Monsters. It's very strange. Yeah.
Very, very weird. Yeah, and there was just these kids, well, I don't know, 14-year-olds, like a few of them near the back, just talking, and then there's just like a middle-aged guy just sitting on his own, like just furious in front, turns on and it's like, will you shut up and be quiet? And then just not a noise for the rest of the movie. Just like, just watching Monsters.
Oh.
So that's the sort of thing that happens if you make noise in a UK cinema. However, did experience applause and cheering during one film in my life, and that was Avengers Endgame. I'm going to tell you the two moments where people applauded. One of them was Scarlet Witch coming in and starting to like rip Thanos apart.
Yeah.
Everyone loved that.
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh, that's quite a niche character to get that much applause, but
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
Yeah.
And the other character that got applause was Mjolnir. When Thor goes back in time and then gets him back, he's like, I am still worthy. Everyone just applauded Mjolnir appearing.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah. It's like, World Hammer! Like the most popular two characters, from my understanding, are Thor's hammer and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, I didn't get any applause when I saw it. I saw it in 4D though.
People didn't even...
So people were just like... like,
put the seatbelts
it's the
on.
hammer! Like water.
Hammers drop from the ceiling at every single person.
every time it's combat, the whole movie, just the hammers fall down. Like, what? Not the hammers again!
There's just staff just punch you in the arms.
they like slowly, slowly line up, and like suddenly you're like, you're actually the whole cinema theatre is full of these staff members just standing there. You're like, what the fuck's going on? And then they just beat the shit out of everyone in the cinema.
Oh, 4D technology is so incredible.
And like,
what a scientific advancement.
Like they're in a sewer, and like all of the staff members just go in your face.
I don't even do that. They just start emptying buckets by the front row, and you're like, oh
Buckets of
no.
sewage. And it's like, it doesn't matter what they do afterwards. The whole cinema sticks of sewage.
You just start feeling it around your feet.
Oh no.
That's a bit where it like goes to like a really nice palace. They just start spraying Febreze. You gotta get rid of the sewage. Oh man. Yeah, people didn't even cheer when the portals opened and everyone started coming through. No one cheered it on your left. None of that.
Yeah.
Just Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Mew. Oh, what a world.
I could have done... What did I want? Oh, I can't even remember what I wanted from Endgame. There was like a few things that I wanted to happen and none of them happened. But
oh.
It's not I didn't enjoy the
I didn't
movie.
expect anything in Endgame to actually happen the way it did. So I was pretty happy with that. I mean, I expected them to come back. Okay, the end fight was pretty much what I expected in fairness.
I was happy with it entirely.
Yeah.
Very happy with it.
Yeah.
What I wanted was probably unreasonable. I kind of wanted them to introduce another character, like a significant one, just to round it all up. That's not necessary at all, though.
Yeah.
At all.
Who are you thinking, like?
Either the Fantastic Four
or X-Men or something, yeah.
I know it's really unreasonable.
I thought they might introduce Adam Warlock.
I think, oh yeah, and Adam Warlock.
Because they mentioned it at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, didn't they?
I was expecting Adam Warlock, but then at the same time, I think that would have been too much, considering he's poised to be a villain at the moment.
I really hope Glenn Howerton plays Alan Warlock. Glenn Howerton is Dennis from Always Sunny.
Oh.
Because in Always Sunny he refers to himself as the Golden God.
That's pretty funny.
And that's, yeah. Yeah, another film I'm really looking forward to, which doesn't come out until next year, is Taika Waititi's next film. You know Taika Waititi?
I do. He was
directed Thor Ragnarok and he was Korg. And he's directed Hunt for the Wilder People, which is a really nice film starring Sam Neill.
I haven't seen it, but I know one.
It's very good, I'd recommend it. And he directed What We Do in the Shadows, which is hilarious mockumentary about vampires.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Australia or New Zealand? He's from New Zealand, so I'm sure the film's from set in New Zealand. Yeah, he's just really, really funny in a pretty silly way, but he also can do very heartwarming moments very well. But he's got a new film coming out called Jojo Rabbit. Should I show you the trailer now?
Yeah, show me the trailer now.
We could do some little live reactions. We just got another Q&A question.
Did we actually?
Yeah.
Late submissions are not appreciated.
So, before we get this trailer started, Jamie.
Okay.
Arabella from Essex asks, what is your favourite emoji size?
I think medium.
I'd agree.
It requires the most precision.
We're medium boys. Thank you for your question.
Although we appreciate your contribution to the Patreon, we also would prefer it if you sent us in questions in a timely manner next time.
You've horribly disrupted the podcast. Okay, it's time for Jojo Rabbit. Is the volume on?
Don't know, let's find out.
Here's Master Jojo. You're a top man. Prepare to leave the house. Makes sense anymore. Yeah, I know it's definitely not a good time to be a Nazi.
That looks really good.
And now we will return to the party.
Oh man, that's such a cool film. That's a really good concept.
Yeah, Taika Waititi is like one of my favourite directors at the moment.
Interesting
Just
accent.
for fun, easy to watch movies.
Interesting accent at the end of that movie.
Oh,
I don't know.
it's
It's
definitely
like,
not a good time to be a Nazi.
it's definitely not a
Good
good
time
time to be a Nazi. Like, oh yeah, okay, you're German.
Look, he's funny looking, that's why he got cast. Oh man, yeah, it looks pretty great. That's next year. Next January. Which is a bit
so
upsetting.
January?
I mean, it's pretty soon. I don't want to wait 4 months, I want to see it now. Yeah, I think Taika Waititi's been pretty consistent for me for just great easy to watch movies that are very funny.
Yeah, I don't have much experience with him really.
We should have a little marathon. It wouldn't take long, so it'd be pretty fun.
It wouldn't take long at all.
Yeah, I mean, Thor Ragnarok, my least favourite parts of that are the parts that clearly weren't made by Taika Waititi, they were made by a board of Disney executives because they needed to set other stuff up.
Yeah.
But even that, I enjoyed. I really like that film.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok was fantastic.
I think it's one of the better Marvel films, and I think it often isn't
Yeah.
considered that, and it should be.
I think he's considered that. I think Thor Ragnarok is like right up there. I think
I
people
always
really liked
hear
it.
people put it somewhere in like the middle tier.
I wouldn't put a middle tier at all. That's like right at the top, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Now that Avengers, the thing is, now we've got Endgame and Infinity War, which are also amazing.
Yeah.
I think I preferred Infinity War to Endgame.
I would agree. Oh,
I also
okay.
think that was always going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, it was one of my favourite like cinema moments in general from my entire life was the snap, because it was completely silent, and I'm so glad they didn't add any music or anything. That would have ruined it, and I so easily would have been done. But yeah, it was just
like
silent in the cinema. Everyone just
Guardians of
standing
the
out
Galaxy
like,
style 80s music just
Yeah.
playing the whole time. Dun, 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 dun.
oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, you know, like
And it ends.
when
The movie
Spider-Man
ends.
died, people genuinely cried and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just ends with him on the farm,
Yeah.
and it just ends. That was a really, really cool moment to be in the cinema.
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
I also saw it on 4D, so I didn't actually see the screen. It's just like, what's going on?
The snap happens, people in the cinema just start fading away.
Just 50% of the people in the room just
Shot.
have a poison spike under their chair, which is...
Oh man, it was great. Do you know another movie that I think would have benefited from less music? I might have said this before as well, but the movie A Quiet Place
Oh,
with John Krasinski and
that could
Emily
have
Blunt.
been better without any music.
I really thought they were going to commit, and the whole movie was going to be diegetic sound, which would have been really cool.
It should have been like that.
That would have been a lot better. I mean, there were so many plot holes in that film.
Yeah, tons.
Like, and people complain when you talk about plot holes, saying, "Oh, you're just nitpicking." It's like, no, this is distracting.
Yeah.
Because plot holes are to do with the script. It's still how the movie's made.
I've seen the movie,
It's very
and
valid criticism.
I remember talking about that. But can you remind me of some of the plot holes? Because I just can't remember the movie very well.
Oh, I can't even... I mean, there were so many. There was the whole thing about, like, they could have just lived next to the river because the water makes constant noise, and they were shouting by the river because it was so loud. It's like, just go move your stuff there.
I mean, I can see why they want to live on a farm.
Or just have the farm, live at the river, and then just go back to the farm every now and then. They built that.
True.
They built that soundproof bunker for her to give birth in.
Yeah.
Why don't they just stay down there? Like while they're playing games and stuff, they're playing board games above.
Yeah, that made more
Then
sense.
later on in the movie, they just don't stay down there.
Yeah,
How did they?
that annoyed
How
me.
did they plant all that stuff in silence?
Yep. That's an
It's
issue.
a lot.
No, there's tons of issues.
And they
with that.
set
I
everything
remember
up.
being really annoyed watching the movie. Because
Yeah.
otherwise it was kind of like cool. Like,
It
the
was
concept
cool. It was a cool concept, and yeah.
I thought the ending was pretty rubbish.
Yeah.
I thought it was rubbish. It was just kind of like,
John Krasinski
are you
sacrificed.
actually telling me that instead of being sensible, you're going to attempt to take on the entirety of the aliens. With how many bullets does she have?
Yeah.
Like, and also
it's
it
weird.
it only takes. We saw like dozens. We probably assume there's hundreds.
Yeah.
Right? It only takes one slip up and they're dead.
Yeah.
And that's humanity's best chance of survival gone.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to be badass. That was really annoying.
Also, it seemed kind of unlikely that no one in human history had discovered that alien's weakness.
Yeah.
And John Krasinski's sacrifice
There's
felt
more-
unnecessary.
there's
It
more
felt
than
like there were
one.
other ways around that rather than, I guess I'll die.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place.
That
I would
happens
have...
quite often in those movies though.
Yeah.
Like people are quite
Dying
quick.
heroically.
to
Quite quick to kill
themselves.
themselves.
And it's like what I always find
Yeah.
funny is like they kill themselves for such a small gain.
Yeah.
It's very rare in movies where a character dying results in a huge, like, a payoff which is worth the death of the character.
Yeah.
I always think that when people kill themselves in movies.
John Krasinski's kids weren't worth it. They should have died instead of him.
Who?
The main character in A Quiet Place.
Okay.
John Krasinski.
I can't even picture who that is.
He was the dad.
Yeah, I can't picture who it is.
Like that. He was Jim from the US Office.
Okay.
Anyway, A Quiet Place, despite its flaws, would have benefited from having no music and just having diegetic sound. And not having stinger sound effects when there's jump scares. Like a raccoon makes a noise and it goes doom.
Yeah.
It's like, or if it was silent, the raccoon making noise would have been enough of a jump scare to not include a sound effect.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the movie.
Well, I don't think it was a bad movie particularly. It was just fine.
Yeah. I
And
don't think it was overrated.
In a lot of ways, fine movies are actually probably worse than bad movies. So
Yeah, because, well, if
you just feel like you kind of waste your time a bit.
the best thing a movie can be is entertaining. So if a movie's so bad, it's good.
Another movie that's similar is
Bird Box?
I said Bird Box.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bird Box, but I've heard bad things about it.
Oh no, I'd recommend watching it.
Yeah.
It was again when you have such an extreme plot device like they have,
Yeah.
where you can't look at the alien.
Yeah.
There is just bound to be plot holes in there because
Yeah.
there's just moments where it's like, and like when they make risks, it's kind of like,
Yeah. I know pretty much the entire plot of the film.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess the ending's kind of novel.
Isn't it? They live in a big bird box with blind people.
But yeah, they live with blind people,
Yeah.
which is cool. But then, yeah, I don't know.
Strange one, that. It's nearly the end of the decade, Jamie. And we're going to have to discuss our favourite movies of the decade.
2020. When did the Time Splitters 2 level, that I think takes place in like 2020.
I mean, I've
Type in like
no
when-
idea what to search.
Neo Tokyo, Time Splitters 2. I might be completely off here. When's it set?
Ooh! 2019.
2019!
Yeah, this
There we
year.
go! 2019!
Man, they predicted it so well.
How fun is that?
Yeah, it's like Back to the Future was set in 2015, right?
Yeah.
That made some pretty cool predictions, actually. Like 3D movies being everywhere. That's the only example I can think of. But there are definitely more that are quite funny and almost accurate.
I don't think it's too outrageously difficult to make predictions at that length of time ahead.
Yeah,
is it?
definitely. There's a video on Reddit the other day, like, kids from the 1950s predict the world today, and it's just like, we're going to go to the moon. And it's like, well, yeah, because we went to the moon like 10 years later.
Yeah.
And it was like a big space race was going on at the time.
I do think, having said that, I do think it'd be quite difficult for us to predict what's going to happen in 50 years,
Yeah, because
except for some mundane stuff,
everything's just accelerating excessively fast.
and also not.
Well, yeah, I say everything. Technology is.
Like, I genuinely have no idea whether 50 years' time is going to be dead similar to now with just some like gadgets that we have that are cooler,
Or
if it's actually
complete
going to be
opposite.
completely different.
Yeah.
I actually think it could go one of two ways.
Yeah.
How scary is that?
No, I think it could either be extremely similar or extremely different.
I think the last
The world could end.
10 years has been pretty. There hasn't been many advances in the last 10 years, has there?
No, not massively. I think politically the last 10 years have gone a bit haywire.
Yes, but like, yeah,
Which is
sure.
probably going to be the biggest change.
Yeah.
Because obviously that affects technology and medicine and everything else.
Yeah.
We'll never know, but it's going to be an exciting one.
We will know. I hope I live until
Oh,
50 years time.
I'm not lasting them 50 years. Are you kidding?
It's a bit depressing though, because we're actually going to be pretty bloody old in 50 years
We'll be
time.
72.
It's pretty old.
Okay, I don't... The thing is... Party's over.
Guys!
They're all dead. Everyone's
Well, that's probably a good time to end the podcast, right? I mean,
Thanks for watching this episode of Openly Beta Does Sandbox, episode 20. I don't know how many episodes in we are.
this is episode 13.
That's unlucky.
It's pretty unlucky. It's not a Friday though.
That happened. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the past year of Openly Beta and our ramblings.
Yep.
We've had a lot of fun the past year. Here's our favourite moments playing on screen. There they all were. Any more words, Jamie? Any last words?
Here's to another good year of Opening Beta.
Here's to another good year. Oh, this is what makes it all worth it.
See you later, everyone.
Bye, have fun.